Hi everyone, it's Mama Money here. I know it's been a while since I've come to you guys with a video. However, I've just been busy learning about motherhood. I'm gonna bring you a couple of videos about what I've learned from being a mom. This first video is going to be 5 things that helped me through the first 3 months having a newborn, being a new mom. It's kind of hard. Like, a lot of videos and a lot of people talk about what the baby needs, but the mom actually needs something that you may not have thought of before you have the baby. So you should definitely get these things in place. First thing, something to help your lactation. Some cases moms have an oversupply, but more often than not, moms have just enough milk to feed their baby or not enough milk to feed their baby, and they definitely want to feed their baby as well as have enough milk to pump. At first I had kind of like an oversupply. However, what I found was to keep my milk supply up in order to feed my hungry child who continues to eat almost every 3 hours and have enough to pump, I tried Mother's Milk Tea as well as one other product. So Mother's Milk Tea is just a tea, normal tea. I think it says don't drink more than 3 to 5 cups a day. It's a great tea. It kind of has like a little bit of a bitter taste, but with some honey, raw sugar, it definitely works out well. The other thing that I used when I kind of wanted to cut back on the calories of what I was putting in the tea, since I was drinking so much of the tea, was to use a little bit of Crystal Light lemonade flavor Crystal Light, just to sweeten it up a little bit. Worked great. Didn't really add any calories or anything like that, and add a little bit of flavor, hid the bitter taste. The other thing that I used was Milk Flow brand, but the flavor that I used was chocolate. So I was like, this was actually an accident of mine ordering on Amazon, trying to order a different flavor. However, none of the other flavors that I've tried compared to the chocolate flavor. I add it to lactose milk and it is delicious. It reminds me of being a child and drinking like chocolate Nesquik milk all the time. So I would definitely recommend that Milk Way, because when you're kind of coming down off of the hormones and everything, you still have a lot of cravings. Chocolate may be one of them. This is a perfect way to kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So the second thing that I would recommend that you always have is freezer meals. Yes, eating out is almost definitely a part of being new parents, but you're gonna get tired of eating out. There's not gonna be that many places that you can try where you're eating out 3 meals a day, 7 days a week. So definitely have some quick things, bagels, toast, for things for breakfast, as well as freezer meals. Definitely eat less when you have a newborn because you're worried about sleeping, showering, cleaning more. However, when you do find the time to eat, make sure you have some nice freezer meals prepared. That was one thing that I wish that I had more of. Third thing that I would recommend that you have are concerning clothes. So nursing bras, top, nightgowns, and leggings are all great items to have when your body is kind of morphing back into what it used to be, or back into something similar of what it used to be. So I would definitely suggest getting those items, since they're very stretchy, flexible, give you the ability to give you some flexibility, because you're going to want to be comfortable, but you don't always want to you want to have some type of appropriate clothes, especially when people are just coming over all the time. Just some quick, easy clothes. The fourth thing that I would suggest that all moms have prepared is a list of shows to watch. So a lot with a newborn, they're sleeping a lot, hold them a lot. You often want to have things kind of, especially once your partner goes back to work, you will have a lot of empty space there of time where it's very quiet. So in order to kind of keep myself sane, I definitely watched a lot of TV. Now, when I say watch a lot of TV, that doesn't necessarily be my eyes watching the TV. A lot of times I meant the TV watching me, but it was always great to have something in the background. So that being said, not a show where you have to like really pay attention and focus like Game of Thrones in order to get every single detail, but shows that, you know, kind of have a little bit of flexibility there with you not really having to pay attention to every single detail, or shows that you've already watched. So some shows that I watch were things like Gilmore Girls, because I've already watched that before, and I watched like Switch at Birth, some other shows that kind of I really enjoyed and they were kind of entertaining and everything like that, but I didn't have to have so much focus. One thing that I do have a tip about when you're picking the shows or making a list of shows: don't watch shows that have a lot of emotion. My mistake, I did sneak in a few episodes of Grey's Anatomy here and there and regretted it every single time. Every single time I would always find something to cry about. I'll make another video about this, but I did not realize how emotional you are after you give birth. I thought once you give birth you go completely back to normal, but in some cases I think I was a little crazier after I gave birth than before. So the fifth and final tip that I have for you all preparing to go through those first 3 months with your newborn: definitely have a hairstyle that is easy. Everybody told me this. I said, no, it's okay. I have natural hair. I can just do a wash and go. It'll be fine. It'll be great. No worries. Wrong. I was absolutely wrong. There are often times where you do not have time to do a wash and go and to get in the shower or anything like that, and there are guests coming over. You definitely want to have a hairstyle that it's easy and that always looks great with the least amount of preparation possible, whether it just be throwing it up in a ponytail or anything like that. Definitely have a very, very basic hairstyle. Nothing that requires any effort, honestly. One more thing regarding that: everybody will want to be taking pictures. This is something that I messed up on in the hospital as well. The hairstyle is important because you're already worried about what your face is doing, how your face is looking after you give birth, because you expect everything to go back to normal. It does not. Your hair is one less thing to worry about. So those are my 5 things that I suggest that you get prepared for yourself, you mom, for those first 3 months after you have your baby. Talk to you guys later.